test is, can you still cook with your hair? Of course you can. So I'm just about to make my boyfriend some lovely, delicious bacon butties. I just suggest, I can't say that word, suggest. Why can't I say that word? Suggest. Is that, am I saying it right? Suggest. Suggest. Am I saying it right? Why can't I say that word? Well, I'm going to have to think of a new word because that word ain't happening, is it? So I would recommend not to get probably too close to your frying pan when you're cooking with a nylon wig on, but you can still cook. And does your boyfriend still fancy you and love you? Let's ask him. What do you think?
What?
Well, what do you think?
About what?
Do you still fancy me? I'm different.
Mazzy.
Yeah.
I've gone off her, I'll be honest with you. It's you I like now. New girlfriend. I've got loads of new girlfriends.
Yeah, you...
Different colour hair, I can pick whichever girl I want every night. Brilliant.
So I do feel I've got that Katie Price Jordan feel going on at the moment. And you know what? It's not a bad thing. And it's the next day. I woke up this morning. I looked at myself. I've had to keep my hat on because it's so windy out there. And this is just going to go flying, isn't it? So how did I get on just overnight? To be honest, I think I've glued it a little bit too close to this ear, sort of down on the top of my ear. So that was causing me a little bit of bother last night. How do I feel like I look? I'm so ecstatic. Obviously, I haven't done anything with myself yet this morning. And I'm just going to go the full 24 hours seeing how I feel about this. Just doing my makeup. I'm feeling like I'm just struggling a little bit. I need to get one of those sort of headbands to keep all the hair out, because not only is it there, and then, oh, bubble in my throat, I'm then sort of struggling to get it to the edges like I usually would. Well, it's all good. Just want to say a massive thank you. I got up to 178 comments to this particular video this morning, so there's too many. I cannot reply, although all your messages were lovely. I didn't even have one single horrible. I'm so happy. So I've hearted you all up. That's probably as much as I'm going to be able to do, because that's a lot of comments, but thank you, I do appreciate that. Not really sure what we're doing today, but like I said, all I know is it's extremely windy. I'm probably going to have to wear a beanie hat, I think. Yes. Right, let me just get ready and get on with this day. Just making a cup of coffee. I've kind of done my makeup, I haven't done teeth, got dressed or anything like that, so I'm going to brush my hair for the first, so I say the first time in the morning. What I'm wondering is this going to look as beautiful as it did when I got it out the box and straight on, or is this going to need products and stuff? I don't know, that's another thing. Does your wigs need products? But I was very, well, I say I was very surprised. I've been trying to say, but let me just take the cups over. I was actually very surprised at how many people actually do wear wigs, as people were saying down in the comments and stuff. So yeah, it's, you know, I don't want to feel like to start with, I felt a little bit ashamed is what I want to say. Ashamed or embarrassed or something. Let me just grab my hairbrush. And I shouldn't feel like that. Why? So anyway, let's give this a brush. Also, how did the results go of what everybody liked and preferred? So I think that out of the whole three, the first one was a dark one, the second one was the silver curly one, and the third one was this. Majority of people voted for the first and third one, which is this one. But I think if I had to weigh it up, if I had to count them up, which I didn't, I would say a lot of people actually went for the very first one, picked the very first one that suited me, the dark one. So I was very shocked, but then I did actually fall in love with that afterwards, off sort of camera. I put it on again. So yeah, thank you for the kind words and help and stuff like that. So it's coming through all right actually. I was expecting this to be quite a knotted mat, as you can tell. You know, it does sort of, but no, it's okay if you go slow and gentle. What I have learned, I think now though, come night time, oh, excuse me, I'm just going to have to do something with it, whether, you know, just to hold all together, sort of like that or something. So I'll fish something out tonight, an idea. But yeah, it's brushing gorgeous. So that literally has took me about 10 minutes to brush this morning. I was trying to hold it like that to stop pulling as well. It's so long and I was just trying to be gentle. What have I also figured today? A little bit of powder just to soften the blow up there really. I've done that as well. What I have established, it definitely needs, when it comes off again, it definitely needs a lot more work, but for now, I'm still a happy bunny. While the weather's as bad as it is, I thought, what other thing can I do? The wind test! Let's do the wind test on this beauty. Let's get out now. This is very windy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need help opening this door. I'm scared. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's walk up and down. Pretend I'm walking around town for a little bit, different directions. Now if there is any wind to test this, today it is. Do a bit of a catwalk. Okay, do a bit of a twirl. Well, it's not flew off my head yet, so that I did a good job with the glue. A little bit windswept. I'm gonna see now if there's any knots. No, just still looks as beautiful, doesn't it? So we've left, we're now heading into town. Today ideally would be the day I should be wearing a hat. But of course I have to put it to the test, haven't I? So we've passed one lady so far. And I really wanted to sort of hide and go like this. But I thought the more I do that, the more stupid I'm going to look. So we're now heading into town where there's going to be a lot more people. Sort of in the edge of town now. Dan's just gone into a butcher shop. Now I do feel like people are looking at me. I don't know if that's me just being paranoid or they're seeing something that I'm not seeing. I don't know. Hurry up please, Dan. So the town isn't that busy really. Got a few people. I'm just sitting down catching my breath. Just seeing if people look at me when they pass. So we are in Arbroath town centre. This town has got a huge amount of charity shops. More charity shops than you can see. Anyway, just passing the British Heart Foundation. Looked in the window. A wig! There's a wig in the basket. Actually, there even looks like there's two. And last but not least, for the end of my day out today, my lovely boyfriend Dan is taking me out for a pint. He's called the Smugglers Inn. The ultimate test, see if anyone's looking at me. Let's get in. It's alright, I feel a little bit comfortable. Not a lot of people in here. So we've left the Smugglers Inn, we're going back into town quickly. The next big test is the rain test. It's started raining. How is this going to make me look at all? Like a drowned rat, no doubt. Just a little quick update. So no one's really noticed. They're not giving me funny looks in here. I feel people were looking funny at me at the town, but that's fine. We're on campsite tomorrow, so I'm going to rip it all off, do a hair treatment for underneath my hair. I'm going to outgrow it. I'm not ever going to bleach it anymore. And fit this properly. I'm going to pluck it in. It needed a bit more glue there anyway as well. But yeah, how's how's it going with me wearing my very first wig? Fantastic. I don't know. It's just a life changer. I know it sounds really sad. Here comes my lovely one with a drink. Thank you, my dear. But honestly, I can highly recommend it. If you've got rubbish hair and you're feeling very insecure, go for it. Absolutely. Right, we'll see you tonight. Let's do a different nighttime routine this time, because I woke up. Not only did I wake up with it everywhere, but I was in bed and it was getting in Dan's face. So I'm gonna have to rectify that. Maybe tie it up or something. Okay, I just want to get back. While Dan isn't here, I just want to get back to the boyfriend situation. Okay, your boyfriend's gonna be very shocked. Okay, that one minute you've got rubbish hair, you look cat, and then the next thing you look beautiful, right? He's really come to terms with it. I think it was just a shock for him to start with, and he's getting used to it. He knows this is how I've always looked, which I'm going to show you some photos a bit later on when I get home. And he's really gotten used to it, and he's made me feel, he knows how much this has made a difference to me. So he's the best boyfriend in the world. He really is. I love him so much. But yeah, he's really getting used to it now, and it's fantastic. I think he's coming back. I'm going to say goodbye. So that was a bit longer of a walk than we thought, just to get back to the van. My hair is a complete... I'm totally windswept. The wind out there tonight is horrendous. But we do have a Chinese to enjoy. It is bedtime now. We have literally just enjoyed the bestest. I wouldn't say the bestest, but it was a lovely Chinese. So tonight, and I'm going to give you an update how this system has worked. I put this headband on, and I'm just going to tie this, which I have tied this tonight, but it keeps falling out, and I'm just going to let you know if it's done me any favours overnight.
And if she keeps recording, you might get lucky and see me naked, because I'm getting dressed, ready for beds.
No. So I'm gonna leave that video here tonight. It's been a long day, it's been a long night, it's been 24 hours wearing my wig. At the end of it, am I happy? Ecstatic! I still just can't get over it. So I just wanted to show you how very similar this wig is to my original hair. I fished out some photos today. They're not the best, and they're only on my phone. But do you see what I'm saying? I used to always have like my fringe going all the way down. That's real hair. That's that one. I was a bit more blonder on that one. So it's very similar, although my hair was thinner then, and this one's thicker, which is much more beautiful. That's a very old picture, but there you go again. That's the long straight hair. So out of all my wigs, I do feel like this one was very similar to the way I feel comfortable, the way I feel like I'm Mazzy, and I just feel a lot more happy. I just feel like me again. And that was another picture of me actually getting highlights done one day. Quite short on that one actually. I did used to have hair down to there. And that's another one with my little JD baby. But that's the same sort of kind of length, but just blonde. So very, very similar. I'm absolutely loving this wig. So any more updates on my wigs or any questions you want answering for a new beginner? No, I'm not an expert, but just as a new beginner. I've got a kettle boiling, I'm gonna have to hurry. So just let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please come back for another video. Love y'all, bye, night night.